Hi, my name is Bronson. I am a soon-to-be new member at New City West End. I'm also a student at Covenant Seminary in their Master of Arts in Ministry program, focusing on city or urban ministry. I have been attending West End since about January. Before that, I was working with the Workday ministry for about a year and a half, 2 years. Really have enjoyed my time with Workday, and then took a class with Thurman last fall and really enjoyed that. So between working with New City and taking a class with Thurman, I thought it would be a great move to go ahead and start attending New City West End. So I've grown up in the church. Both my parents are Christians. I was raised as a Christian. I initially gave my life to Christ when I was 4. So I haven't really known a time where I wasn't a Christian and wasn't a child of God. I'd say probably in middle school is when I started to really grasp my faith and own it for myself, and really got into learning more about theology and everything when I was in high school, and actually started going more towards ministry after college, and really digging into my faith and how I could pair that with my love for community development. And that's led to me being a student at Covenant Seminary, and that's really been a good time for me to grow in my faith and see how it pairs with my love for helping people and developing communities. Alright, so a cool way that God actually worked in my life through the Workday ministry here at New City was back when I first started. I was coming on as a seminary intern, and I was talking with Andrew Stern and Paul Patterson about coming on, and partway through that process I actually broke my ankle, and I had to have surgery, and I was in a cast and then on a knee scooter just rolling around, and I'm not going to be able to be useful if I'm on this knee scooter. But I was talking to them, and Andrew said, no, go ahead and come on, we can still use you. And even that first half of the summer I was on a knee scooter, but I was able to do admin work and really help out with Workday even through that. And God taught me a lot about flexibility and about losing my independence and having to rely on others, which I found so frustrating. I was just so angry with God. Even that whole next year as I was recovering and getting used to even being on staff with Workday and learning more about those principles, I was still so frustrated with him. And as I was reading through the Bible one time, I saw the story of Jacob wrestling with God. And in that time, he wrestles with God, and God touches his hip, and he has a limp after that. And he's given the name Israel, which means one who wrestles or struggles with God and prevails. And that just really resonated with me, because it reminded me of I have a bad ankle now. I have a little bit of a limp, and I struggled with God during that year, both emotionally, spiritually, and physically. And so I actually got a Hebrew tattoo that says Israel on my ankle right by my surgery scar, just to remind me of that time and that struggle that I had with God. Alright, so even in this time of COVID, I'm really looking forward to getting to know all of you better here at New City West End, and just really forming and bonding in community with all of y'all, and hope that we can, even in this time, reach out to the community around us and let them know that we're here and that we're a place that's safe and a good place for them to come. Bye, y'all!